Hi, I'm Tanner with Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. Today we're gonna go over a used inventory unit. This thing just showed up last week. This is a 1999 Trailette 3-horse, excuse me. Little different than what we normally do on videos. Normally we bring you guys new trailers, some cool layouts, stuff like that. But this gives us an option to kind of show you the side we don't really show on videos a lot. As we do get some really nice used trailers in. Granted, this one is older. It's almost as old as me. It's 1999, so again, it's about 26 years old, 27 model years old. But for it being that old, this trailer is pretty clean. It's got a lot of life left in it. We'll just kind of walk you around, point out some stuff on this trailer and see if it might work for one of you guys. So you can see some hail damage on the side. Again, it's probably seen a few storms in 26 years. We are 6'10" wide, steel wheels, big sliding type windows here on your hip side, bigger than your standard in your old trailers. Usually in your older trailers, you're getting a really tiny window, something like that. So glad to see it's got some big windows for you guys. Keep in mind when we talk about these used trailers, usually two different scenarios that happen when we get used trailers in. If we're getting a newer used trailer in, something and someone's gonna want, to be like new, we will fully run it through the shop. We will do a full refurbishment on that trailer, brakes, bearings, lights, pretty much recondition it to as new as possible. When we get these older units in, we will typically just safety check these trailers, make sure they are roadworthy for you guys, checking the brakes, making sure they're operable, checking your lighting, making sure it's good, tires, stuff like that, just making sure you're safe to travel down the road, and then giving you a nice used trailer at a great price versus us pouring all that money into it and selling you a used trailer for way more than it's worth just because we had to put all this money into it. So again, this trailer is safety checked. It also has not been through the safety check process. So this trailer, as you see it, is how we got it, minus we just ran it through our wash bay. So it's been washed. It's super, super clean for being 26 years old. Here on our back load side, we are a 60/40 split rear door. Something super, super cool. I think is cool about this trailer is we have our folding rear tack on here. Typical older trailers, 99% of them you're gonna see are gonna have a post here that you have to remove. If you want to use that tack out of the way, you're gonna have a post that you have to pull out and latch your doors to every single time. This being as old as it is and having a folding rear tack that has no independent post in the middle is super cool. So you have your folding rear tack, similar to our newer trailers. You can fold this out of the way. If you don't wanna use it, you can take it out if you just wanna have a wide open trailer. But we are on a 60/40 split. Door organizer here on your driver's side door. Again, really handy to organize stuff. I like the tack room on this setup because you can actually just pile hay in there on this trailer. If you're going to shows. In our load space, we are rubber matted. We are padded kind of all the way around. We have padding on our hips walls, padding on our dividers. Dividers are a little different in this trailer. They are telescoping, as you've seen on some of our newer videos. The only difference is this isn't a locking telescoping, as in it does not lock on the divider itself. You are going to telescope it into place on your wall and then drop your pin in to hold it in place on that wall. So again, it is telescoping, but the pin itself is not in the divider, it is on the wall itself. Which again, it's gonna operate the same and allow you to slide that divider in, get as much clearance as you possibly can to get those horses loaded. Front divider is just your standard solid type divider. Again, it will pin the same way over here on the wall. Maybe it has a latch. It does have a latch, looky there. Up here, again, padded on our partition wall. We have some lighting in here. It's gonna be your old light bulb type lighting. You have the option to click these on from the light itself. Again, you will have to be hooked to your truck to get that power. We'll talk a little bit about the power when we get up front. There's something a little cool and different on this trailer. Escape door here with our chest bar to keep your horses from leaning on that door itself. And then again, roof vents here situated a little bit more towards their head. Roof vents for their hip as well. So you're really gonna be able to move a lot of air through this trailer. Again, I like the airflow setup for this trailer. You are gonna have this fiberglass roof. A lot of older trailers can have this fiberglass roof. I like it because it holds up the hail quite a lot. Only downside to a fiberglass roof is if, again, you don't maintain it. Really, there's not a lot of maintenance to do, but if you start getting cracks and you don't address those cracks, they tend to spread a lot on a fiberglass roof would be my only downside. Benefit of fiberglass is it gives you a little bit of insulation factor. It's gonna hold up substantial hail before it starts cracking and breaking, stuff like that. But again, nice load space. Again, keep in mind, this is how we got this trailer. We have not fixed anything on this trailer yet, ran through this trailer. It is a super well taken care of 26-year-old trailer. It's got a lot of life left in it. Will it get you across country? Maybe with a little work, you can use this as a cross-country rig. But for someone looking for like an evacuation trailer here, I know we have tons of wildfires in Colorado. Someone looking to run to local barrel shows, maybe you have a younger kid that's just starting out the local rodeos, stuff like that. This would be a perfect trailer to get you point A to point B. It's not going to go 5,000 miles, but it'll definitely take you every weekend to your local show. I mean, it's a nice older trailer. Here on our driver's side, we do have drop-down windows. Again, they are going to be a 3-system window. You are going to have a sliding type in the window itself. You're going to be able to run that window shut. And then you're also going to have your jail bars, which operate off this pull wire here. So you can drop that, check on your horses, feed on your horses, untie and tie your horses from the outside of this trailer. Again, some cool features. And it really surprised me when I looked at this trailer, how clean it is and how well everything still operates after all this time. Good look at the outside view of this trailer. Again, escape door with our chest bar. Again, it is a paddle latched. Great to access here. I mean, if you're only hauling 2 horses and you want to store some stuff up here, go in here and check on your horses, stuff like that. Great area to do so. Something cool that really lets me know the people before this actually, maintained and took care of this trailer a little more than most people would is every single grommet when we got this trailer that holds all your doors back. Those are usually the first things to wear out on a trailer. Sun bakes them, rots them out and stuff like that, and they quit working. Every single one of these on this trailer is pretty much brand new when we received it. So I know they were maintaining them, they were swapping them out as they got, worn out. This lets me know whoever had this, tried to take care of this trailer really, really well. Tack room on this trailer is on your driver's side. It is a carpeted wall, deck, and floor. I talked about the power a little bit in the back as far as your lights. The cool thing about this trailer, it is set up for a 120 package. So you can weekend out of this thing if you need. It's got a breaker package. It's set up to run off a 120 outlet. You're not necessarily going to be able to jam an AC in here because you're not having that 30 amp power. But if you want to plug in a little heater, get some stuff like that, a fan, maybe some outlets rolling, and again plug some stuff in, you have that option because it does have the 120 power wired in. One thing to point out, there is no saddle rack in this trailer. I'm not exactly sure what they use this for. Again, you could easily go in here. We have some stuff to be able to mount some hooks to. We could maybe put a saddle rack in here for you guys or a show tote, something like that. But again, this would make a great starter trailer, an evac trailer if you just need something to move something around. Great trailer right here. Roof in here, again, one of the first things to go. Usually anything plastic on a trailer, it is not cracked, it is not broken, seals aren't bad. So whoever had this really kind of went the extra mile to make sure everything was taken care of, replaced it if it was broke, stuff like that. Again, up here in our nose, we are carpeted. Kick out windows on each side, awning type, so you can't screw them and operate the windows. And again, I was super surprised at how well everything worked in this trailer. And again, we have not touched it, and it's 26 years old, and everything operates as it should. So, I mean, it was a really well taken care of trailer. We'll get ran through, we will check lighting, safety features, stuff like that. Only knock I can give it, which we'll see better from the front, is it did get some damage to the front nose. It has been patched and repaired. So again, taken care of. Work our way out. Brush tray here. We do have our jack, of course, to hand crank this trailer up. Pretty standard stuff underneath our nose here. We do just have our standard hand crank manual jack. We have our spare tire mounted to that as well. Again, this will be all checked for safety as far as tires, brakes, and stuff like that. Up here at the nose, again, you can see that damage where it has been patched up at the top. So again, shouldn't leak, stuff like that. It's been patched. Just a little bit of, it's 26 years old, stuff's gonna happen to a trailer. But again, a really, really clean 26-year-old trailer. If you're looking for a runaround, maybe something to start off in. If you have a kid that's just starting at the gymkhanas, local rodeos, just be more than adequate to get you guys down the road. If you're just looking for an evac trailer, maybe if you're scared of some fires, got some livestock you need to get out, again, great setup here. We have it priced ready to roll for you guys. Again, we're gonna get all the safety out of the way for it and get it to its new home. If you're interested in this unit, stock number is 5U251301. Again, it's a 1999 Trailette, 3-horse Slant. Again, if you're interested in this trailer, maybe some other used inventory, again, we get tons of used in. Tons of people looking for used all the time, so it kind of flies as soon as it gets here. But if you're looking for a specific trailer, or if you're interested in this trailer, feel free to give me a call. We can get you guys on a list and find you guys, kind of that unicorn used trailer that you guys are looking for. Again, my name's Tanner here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick. My phone number is 303-684-3409. Thanks for tuning in.